Young Life's impact on my life, goes way back to high school. And I grew up in a really close family, and I was plugged into my church. But my Young Life leader kind of sought me out, and I remember the first wrestling meet that he ever came to, and I just noticed that there was somebody there kind of for me. And even though I love my parents, and they love me so much, and they supported me, it was good to have somebody outside of my close family that just noticed me. And so I think that was the first impact of Young Life on my life, is just having somebody that noticed me. And then other than that, understanding Jesus in a new way, maybe a more profound way, through the clubs and through camp. And then that just led on to being a Young Life leader in college, and during those years, and to be able to be the leader for other kids too was a big part of my life.
Young Life impacted me a lot. Young Life actually impacted my entire family. My older sister was a part of Young Life, and through her, it changed her life, my life, and my entire family growing up.
I chose to lead Young Life because I needed a continuing community when I came to college, and that was a big part of it. The leaders that were already established at the university I went to, I could just see the community they had, and I needed that. I needed something ongoing, and also I felt like I was at the point where I wanted to impact some kids' lives like my leader impacted my life.
I chose to be a Young Life leader because I was very attracted to the community. There was a group of people who loved each other well, they loved teenagers well, and they really, really loved Jesus. We had so much fun together, and it was just the best choice I made in college and after.
My Young Life leader had a tremendous impact on me through my teen years, kind of growing up. He was always there for me. He really kind of showed me what it was to be a man, especially a man who was following Jesus, and that just had a tremendous impact on me growing up.
My Young Life leader impacted me by teaching me that there is nothing embarrassing that can happen to you in front of a crowd, that you can just be self-confident through it. She taught me that knowing things the kids are doing when you're in your 20s and they're teenagers is super cool. And she also taught me the love of Jesus and what it looks like to love him and know that he loves you too.
I really wanted to be a Young Life leader just because of the great relationship I had with my Young Life leader. He was so impactful to me, and I wanted to be able to do that for other kids, and that's why I ended up being a Young Life leader.
I chose to lead Young Life because my leader had such a tremendous impact on my life that I wanted to have that kind of impact on other kids, and I could see that there were kids that had a need of people that cared about them, and I wanted to care about those kids.
If I could say anything to my Young Life leader, I would tell him that I am so grateful for everything that he's done for me. He's just made such a positive impact on my life, and thank you, and I love you.
If I had one thing to say to my Young Life leader, I would say I'm so grateful you threw biscuits at my face and that we've been friends for 15 years, and I love you.
My Young Life leader made a huge impact on me, and there are a lot of reasons why he did that. But one of the biggest reasons, and an example I'd like to give you guys, is at camp. We went to Crooked Creek Camp in Colorado, and this is about 6 years ago, but I can remember that moment to the T. And we have a thing called cabin time, where everyone in the cabin comes in a circle, and they just get to share what's on our minds, on our hearts, and we just get to talk. And I don't remember what question was asked, but my Young Life leader asked a question, and for some reason, I just lost it. My emotions got the best of me, and I was pretty much on the ground sobbing like a little baby. And I shared some things I've never told people, and it was almost too much for me to bear, so I went into the bathroom because I was really embarrassed. But the next thing that happened is my Young Life leader, he came in and he just held me. And he held me for like 10 minutes while I was sobbing, and he told me it's gonna be all right, and that's all he said. And when people are constantly telling you what to do, my Young Life leader just listened, and that's all I needed at that time.
My Young Life leader impacted me by teaching me how to be authentic, She taught me how to love people with everything that I have, and that Jesus loves me more than I'll ever know.
I chose to be a Young Life leader because some crazy college guy came into my world and he told me about Jesus and he told me it'd be okay. And I wanted to be that crazy college guy to go into high schools and tell other kids that they're gonna be okay and Jesus is gonna be there for the whole ride.
I chose to lead because everybody wants to be known and loved. And the best way to tell people about Jesus is to show them.
My Young Life leader literally quit playing college football to come hang out with crazy high school kids like me and my friends. And something I would say to him is thank you. Thank you for investing time into me and telling me that Jesus will stick with me no matter what I do and no matter where I go. So thank you.
If I could tell my Young Life leader one thing, it'd be thank you. Thank you for inviting me into your home and into your heart and making mac and cheese and brownies with me every night before club, and just loving me so much.
My name is Ben Wellstead, and I was a Young Life leader for 9 years.
My name's Nikki Feigert, and I've been a Young Life leader for 17 years.
My name is Jake Wolf. My Young Life leader was Ben Wellstead.
My name is Betsy Bransco, and my Young Life leader is Nikki Feigert.
My name is Juan Paez and my Young Life leader was Jake Wolf.
My name is Caitlin Reimer, and my leader was Betsy Bransco.